We've gotten rid of the B&W companion fifth wheel hitch that we had. When I say gotten rid of, I meant taking it out of the better truck and putting it in storage at our home base. Excuse me. This wind is just like kicked up like out of nowhere. It's probably about 30 miles an hour right now. It was sunny and hot today. Suddenly it got like 15 degree drop in temperature. The wind kicked up from 15 to 10 to 20 to 30, just out of nowhere. But we're not here to do a weather report. We're going to finish talking about this hitch. So Andersen asked me to do a review on it, and I did. I put it in, but I had to put miles on it before I could actually give you an honest opinion about this hitch. So far, we've put 800 to 1,000 miles on it. And I'll be honest with you, as far as what it's supposed to do is what Andersen said the hitch does, I have no complaints. I think it does a great job with what they said it's supposed to do. And we're going to talk about that. But before we do, I want to go ahead and take y'all back to our home base where I installed the hitch in the bed of the truck, because I want you to see just how simple it is to install this hitch. So let's do some time travel. Minnie, go and bring that out. Be careful, don't trip. Look at that.
Much easier than the other one. Yeah. Not as heavy.
39 pounds. And so it's made of aluminum. It's made out of aluminum. It has a GTWR of 25,000 pounds. And the tongue weight is 4,500 pounds. All right. And it pretty much, the instructions for putting it together is pretty much is on here. This bolt here, torque it down to 70, here it is here, to 60 to 70 foot-pounds here. And it's also written down here. All right. Now, along with this, Andersen sent me some other pretty cool stuff to go with it. I'm going to show y'all. So this is aluminum too. This is called the bed shaft. It replaces the goose ball. It goes into the, you pull up here, and it goes in, and you let it go. And then when you tighten it down like onto here and into here. But it's 35,000 pounds. It handles 35,000 pounds. And also, along with that, they sent me the chain kit. Chain kit has the plate that goes on there. And then these hook to the plate. These go onto the thing. And here are the chains. All right. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and get started. So first thing, plug's got to go. Then the bed shaft. And then with the and it tells you install with the tail. So this part goes toward the tailgate. So you just drop it in there like that. And dropping it in just like that. And notice I gained some space. I gained some space in the bed of the truck because the B&W came all the way out to the pucks, right? Well, this doesn't come all the way out to the pucks. So I gained a little bit of space. Good thing about it, you only need one socket to do this, all right? So it's gonna be a 15/16. And I'm gonna loosen these up. So you can be able to get this pin back on. There you go. So you got the pin in, got the cotter pin in. Alright. And now, at this point, this here, you want to tighten this down. Alright. So, get my torque wrench out. Here, chains down here. Boom. Well, this is the adapter for the fifth wheel for the goose ball. So this goes on there, then the goose ball drops down on top of here. So here's the downside to this. Two, you got to raise the RV up higher in the front to get it to go over it and then drop down on it. Number two, you got to be really careful, and we always use two people when we're connecting and whatnot, but you still want to be make sure you use two people, because someone's going to need to be here saying stop, because there's nothing to stop you like with the other one, with the Andersen. You could easily go into the RV. So that's the only downside to this. If you're not careful enough to own it, don't get it. Ouch. That's all I would say. If you're prone to not paying attention, then you might not want to use the Andersen. I mean, use the Andersen. Oh no, and I called the other one the Andersen. I meant the companion, the B&W. Foot-pound all the way around. I already have holes up here for this. I had it mounted before. I had this installed and everything, but I didn't have this plate, so it was just so I can do a test installation of it. Alright, so what this does, you turn it where you push it in, and in here there's a bar that goes across right here, and it hooks around the ball on top. You put it in and then you turn it, and it's locked. The ball is locked in here. To loosen it, you do that, you pull it, and the bar slides out. It's another pin. It slides out, and when it slides out, then you can raise it up. From the center of the ball to here is 30.5 inches. And then from the center of the ball to the tailgate, to the inside of the tailgate, is 38, between 38 and 38 and 38.5 inches. All right, so and the coupler, from the center of the coupler to the end of the pin box is now 26 inches. So that's okay. That works fine. Good morning. So we're getting ready to pull out. Last night I installed the fifth wheel, the Andersen Hitch and coupler and this. So now we're going to go ahead and pull out. So the object is, Mitty's going to raise the RV. I'm going to bring the truck back, and I'm going to put the ball right here, and then Mitty's going to let it down, and I'll lock it with that right there. I'll lock it up and push it in and turn it so it locks, so it stops, and then it'll be locked in. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. All right. So at this point, because there's, like I said, there's nothing to stop the RV, to stop the truck from coming back. So right now, at this point, we close the tailgate.
I know what I want to see. I can't see the ball.
Okay.
But when you line it up, so.
Okay.
Can you let it back down, please?
All right.
I can't see.
So Minnie said I can't.
No, you can't. I'm
All right.
a little bit short here. I can't see over when you get the ball lined up with the Andersen Hitch.
All right, so the side now we're at pretty much lined.
It's lined up. Okay.
Down, it's all the way in. Feet are all the way up.
Yeah.
And now, now I push that and give it a turn. And that just locked the ball in. And I got my chains here. Hooked right on here. On both sides. All right. And got the torque wrench here. And now that I put weight on there, I'm gonna go ahead and torque this down again. Oh man. So I had to find a shorter socket, but got it set for 70 foot-pounds, and I'm gonna go ahead and retorque it. Like I said, now that the RV is sitting on it, and see what a difference that makes. Got 70 all the way around. You see just how simple it is to install that hitch. And that's one of the highlights of this hitch that I really like, because we've gotten to places before where I wanted to use the full bed of the truck, but I couldn't because the B&W companion hitch was in the way. And while it's simple to take out, it's cumbersome and heavy to move. And for the short time that I would have needed it, it just wasn't worth the hassle that it would take to take it out. So we didn't use it. But now with this, it is so simple to take it out. And as you all saw, it was extra lightweight because Minnie lifted it. It has a GTWR of 24,000 pounds. GTWR is the gross towed weight rating, which means the stress basically of pulling it when the truck pulls off and it has to pull the RV, and when the truck stops and the weight goes against the hitch. 24,000 pounds. The trailer, fully loaded, the GVWR on the trailer is 16,800 pounds. So that's not a concern there. The tongue weight that you can push and put down on is 4,500 pounds on the hitch. So it definitely has the capacities to handle this and any other fifth wheel, you know, that's out there. It's made in the good old USA. It's USA aluminum. Like I said, it's lightweight. It weighs 39 pounds. And it's a good hitch. It does actually eliminate chucking. It does eliminate chucking. And that was really a good thing. Because with the B&W, you know, it rocked back and forth. So it had that chucking. Now I had to make a modification to my pin box, you know, but, you know, that's okay. I'll let y'all see that modification close up here in a minute. This right here is the coupler that goes on the pin box, you know, and it has this rod here that when you push and pull the plunger, so you give it a twist to unlock it, the plunger, give it a twist to unlock it, then you pull it and push it to, there it is. You pull it, see there, that rod right here, and locks it in place. I have this off because I have a stabilizer under the kingpin because we're in this spot here, camp hosting, for 5 months. We were supposed to be here for 3, but they asked us to stay 2 months longer, so we said yes. And when you find a good place that you like camp hosting at, and they ask you to do a little extra, say yeah. But you know, the Hitch, you know, it has, I don't want to say it's downfalls, but everything has its pros and cons. Okay. The Andersen, it has its pros and cons. It's noisy, you know. It has it's chucking there. As a matter of fact, you know, I got damage to my rail for my bed cover, you know, because the Andersen did some stuff. Well, I mean, I had to go into a position with the truck, and the Andersen dug into it. Lucky it didn't dig into the wall of the bed wall on the truck. This has its pros and cons. You know, the pros on this is that it's lightweight, it's quickly removable, that sort of thing. Its cons is, number one, it doesn't have a place where you can connect the breakaway cable. So you have to connect it over here in the bed of the truck. But that cable is just so long. So what I'm going to do, I have an idea, but I'm going to ask them ask at Andersen if that's okay before I do that. Number one. The other thing is, when you're connecting it, you have to lift the nose of the RV up really high to get it over there. But it's only going up for a few seconds, you know, because we don't raise it up that high until I get close to the ball and I'm all lined up. Then Minnie raises it up, I get under it quickly, and she puts it down. It changes the overall height of the RV because it kind of rides high. So the ball has 2 adjustments. It has 2 holes. It can ride high or low. The low setting, which is where it is now, it doesn't work for my pin box. So I have to have it on the second setting, which raises it up. But it's really not a big issue because you know, when I had the Andersen, I mean the B&W on one time, I went through a transition in an intersection where it humps at, and it hit that hump, and the truck went up in the front, the nose of the RV went down, and I lost the snap pad to the ground. So being up a little bit is not that big of a deal for me. It actually gives me comfort. So that's it. You know, you got chains. A lot of states, when you have a gooseball type connection, they want you to have chains, and they sent me chains, and it works out really well. It works out really well. The footprint also is smaller because you see the puck holes with the B&W, the legs extend all the way out to the puck holes. So I have space now on both sides of the hitch. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So there you have it. You all leave in the comments. Tell me what you think of the hitch. You know, I'm going to leave in the comments below. I'm going to leave the Andersen website where you can go to and purchase it. You can also purchase, you know, Andersen fifth wheel hitch on Amazon. But if you purchase it on Amazon, there's a really important part to this hitch that will not be in what you get. So if you see in the middle there, there's an Allen nut. And that Allen nut keeps this. I'm going to go up there. So this Allen nut here keeps the ball from going crazy, you know, because you would actually feel this in your ride. But this Allen nut tightens down and it secures the ball in place. So this is what you get. So I would go to Andersen. I don't know if it's something generational. I don't know if it's something generational with the hitch or if it's just a modification that was done, but you want that. That's very important to your ride. You wouldn't believe how important that is to your ride. So I would go ahead and do that. All right. So again, subscribe to the channel for me. Hit the like button, ring the bell, get notified, share the channel, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the hitch. All right. Thanks, guys. Bon voyage.